This video is on finding the point-slope equation from a situation. So please have your little blue half sheet out that you got in class to take the notes on for today. So we're just going to get going on it. Mary is saving up money to buy a car when she turns 16 years old. After 2 weeks, she has saved $100. After 7 weeks, she has saved $350. Write the equation of the line that models her savings in point-slope form. Okay, so there's some directions on here. It says first, identify the point and slope from the situation. So we have several pieces of information here, so I'm going to underline what looks like it's important. To me, it seems like the fact that it's when she turns 16 years old, even though that's a number in the problem, it's not really relevant. So we don't need to worry about the 16. It's the 2 weeks and the $100. That's important. And 7 weeks, $350. Basically, those are 2 points that represent this situation. So we have to figure out what's the x, what's the y. I like to do that by setting up a little table. If I made a table, I think that the weeks would be the independent. Time is almost always the independent variable. So that's going to be the x. So it's going to be weeks on the left, and then dollars saved will be on the y. So at 2 weeks, she's got $100. At 7 weeks, she has $350. If you prefer to write them without the table and go straight to ordered pairs, you can do that. So that's like having the points 2, 100, and then the point 7, 350. So we can pick either one of those points when it says identify the point right here. I'm going to go with the 2, 100 because those seem like nice numbers. You could choose the other one if you want, but I'm going to go with that one. To find the slope, we've been practicing this a lot lately. It's the change in y over change in x, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We can show it a couple ways. We could show it on the table like this. From 100 to 350, that's going up 250. From 2 to 7, it's going up 5. And so this is the change in y. This is the change in x. So change in y over change in x is 250 over 5. And that reduces to 50 over 1 if we divide top and bottom by 5. So I could say that my slope is 50, or 50 over 1. If you prefer using not the change in y over change in x right here, but the slope formula, you could do 350 minus 100, and then divide that by 7 minus 2. You get the same exact answer. You get 250 over 5, which again reduces to 50 over 1. Okay, so we have our slope, we have our point. Now all we have to do is plug it into point-slope form. So this is something you should have memorized by now. It goes y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So this is my x1, this is my y1, and this is my m slope. So it'll be y minus 100 equals 50 times x minus 2. If we had chosen the other point, instead of 2, 100, if we had chosen 7, 350, we could have a different equation that would say y minus 350 equals 50 times x minus 7. These 2 equations represent the same line. We just use a different point to show it. So both of those answers are correct. Okay, one more example. Mary filled up the cookie jar and then kept watch of how quickly the cookies were disappearing. After 1 day, there were 49 cookies left, and after 3 days, there were 37 cookies left. So write the equation of the line that models the amount of cookies remaining in point-slope form. So we have to figure out what our points are. I'm going to underline the important things. It looks like 1 day, 49 cookies, 3 days, 37 cookies. You have to think, what's the x, what's the y? Time is almost always independent, so that's going to be the x. So I'm going to say 1, 49 will be 1 point, coming from right here and right here. And then 3 days, that's my x. It's 3, whoops. And then 37 is the y. Okay, so pick either one of those. I'm going to go with 149. Okay, to find my slope, I'm going to do the slope formula this time. So I'm going to start with this point and subtract this point. So change in y on top is 49 minus 37 over change in x on bottom is 3 minus 1. Nope, joking. 1 minus 3. I almost made a common error. Since I started with the 49, I have to start with the 1. Okay, so 49 minus 37 is 12, I believe. And then 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So my slope reduces. It's going to be negative overall, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. So negative 6, which is also negative 6 over 1. If I had to give the meaning of that, I would say, just talking about cookies and days, cookies are disappearing. I'd say every day 6 more cookies are disappearing. Okay, write the equation in point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And so this is x1, this is y1. So it's going to be y minus 49 equals negative 6 times x minus 1. Or if we had chosen the other point, we could have said y minus 37 equals negative 6 times x minus 3. Okay, so would you please add somewhere on your page, or I guess it probably won't fit on your blue page, but somewhere on your notebook, write a summary of how to find the equation, a point slope equation from a situation. All right, that's all for today.